Hello, my name is Jose. How many of you struggle with self-image? You go to the gym, work out 7 days a week, and cut down on calories for a moderate body weight. You look in the mirror and you wish you can cut off a few things or enhance them a bit. If you answered yes to any of these, you might suffer from body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia doesn't just affect women, but men too. Growing up as a gay male in this society and faced with this also, my informative speech will be covering the subject of body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia is a very severe mental health condition. It affects more people than you think. Everyone wants to be perfect and fit the status quo of society. Some symptoms include obsessing over something minor or severe that you dislike about your physical appearance. People even take the approach of getting body work done, BBLs, tummy tucks, Botox, and lipo. Those who have the money are able to get work done and fix their insecurities, but for the rest, whom can't afford it, it's harder to get a feeling of satisfaction when looking in the mirror. Now that we have summarized what body dysmorphia is, let's take a look at some of the risks associated with this. From my experience, this led to later on having an eating disorder. According to my sources from Mayo Clinic, complications associated with this mental illness include anxiety disorder, major depression, suicidal thoughts, and even physical pain or risk of disfigurement due to repeated surgical interventions. These are all bad if gone untreated. Let's go over some things that you may be experiencing. The symptoms to this disease are pretty minor, but have a huge outcome on your reality. According to my sources from Mayo Clinic, some symptoms are considered to be strong beliefs that you have a defect in your appearance that makes you ugly or deformed, and constantly comparing your appearance with others, as well as frequently seeking reassurance about your appearance from others. These are all some examples of what someone with body dysmorphia might be facing. From my experience, I tend to be a perfectionist and have OCD. This is the root of my problem. And as my sources state from Mayo Clinic, having perfectionist tendencies is the symptom I show the most. I tend to focus a lot on my tone. I see others with big muscles and fit bodies and wish I looked like that, going to the gym and spending hours to get that perfect look and satisfaction when looking in the mirror. But then how long does that feeling last? After accomplishing your body goal, you find another insecurity to focus on. According to my sources from Mayo Clinic, people tend to focus a lot on genitalia, muscle size and tone, hair, such as appearance, thinning, and baldness. Can you tell me what gives you the most insecurity about yourself? So, what is body dysmorphia? We just talked about the symptoms and the outcomes it has on your life. Let's take a quick look of why people might get body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia is obsessing over micro or minor details about oneself that they might not be able to change or fix. Many people in modern times face this as the media is a large influence that impacts the life of many, wanting to look like a model or social media influencer to seem to be able to fit in. Although nowadays we love all shapes and sizes, people still find something minor to obsess about, wanting to see better results. People usually discover they have this mental illness in their teenage years as their body starts to change and get a better look at their identity and sexuality. Trans people are mostly faced with this issue. Another one of my sources from WebMed says body dysmorphia can affect anyone. It usually begins during the teen years or early adulthood in the US. It affects about 2.4% of adults. Slightly more people assigned female at birth than people assigned male at birth. These are great statistics, but people still don't know what the cost to this mental illness is. WebMed states experts don't know the exact cause of body dysmorphia. There is a lot of possible factors. As we don't know what causes this illness, there is a prevention measure you can take to better yourself and the tendencies you may have. According to my sources from Mayo Clinic, there's no known way to prove body dysmorphia disorder. However, because body dysmorphia disorder often starts in the early teenage years, identifying the disorder early and starting treatment may be of some benefit. Long-term maintenance treatments also may help prevent a relapse of body dysmorphia symptoms. This is some of the best ways to get help. We are getting to the end of my speech. I hope you learned something new, and if you have a friend who suffers from body dysmorphia, listen to them and be empathetic, as they don't mean to be this way. It's just how the human brain deals with their ideal self-image. Be a friend and listen to the concern. With my sources today, we discussed how body dysmorphia affects those and what risk people might face, and how to identify some major key symptoms.